Hello, and welcome back to Getting to Know Your Speedway Officer video. Let's rejoin the interview. Do you watch police shows?
You know, I didn't. Take that back. Before I became an officer, I did. I watched cops. Everybody watched cops, right?
Right.
But then when I became an officer, I didn't so much anymore.
Yeah.
Because it's like you see it all the time.
Right.
However, the last 6 or 7 months, there's a show on TV. It's called Live PD.
Yes. I'm very familiar with that show.
I like it. I like it. I watch Live PD every now and then.
Yeah.
And part of it too is one of the agencies they follow are in Indiana.
Yeah, Clarksville.
Yeah, Clarks County. Yep. And I think Jeffersonville. I think PA. And one of the officers on the, I think Clark County Sheriff's Department, I went to the academy with them. So it's pretty cool to see. Hey, I know them. You know,
I know that guy.
Right. So yeah. So I do watch, I guess, Live PD occasionally.
Good for you. It's a good show. So, is there a closing message that you would like to give the Speedway community?
I tell you what, I would encourage anybody if they wanted to get a closer look at what officers do, specifically Speedway, and our perspective on different things. I encourage people to do a ride along, just as much as I would tell officers, flipping the responsibility, get out and talk to people. And that's one of the things our chief is big on, community policing. So it kind of works both ways. Like, okay, if we're wanting people to come and see how we do things, we should at least get out of our cars a little bit more, and I agree with it, talk to them to see how they're feeling or what they're thinking, or I mean, you just never know.
Right.
But that would be my message to anyone, specifically in Speedway. Just, you know, if you want to check out what we're doing or our perspective, just a day-to-day, even if you just want to come in and look at the cars, you know, just grab one of the officers or come by the station and just say, hey, can I do a ride along, or, you know, can I talk to one of your officers? You know, if we've got time, we'll come talk to you.
So, I am a graduate of the Speedway Police Citizens Academy.
All right, awesome.
And
awesome.
I think that is another great way to actually get to know some of the police officers and you know, what they do. And so hopefully with this video, you know, maybe, you know, with talking to you, it might make people say, hey, you know, I think I want to get to know this guy a little bit better.
Absolutely.
Because it's been a real pleasure talking to you today.
Thank you.
And I really appreciate you taking the time to talk with me and the community.
Not a problem. Any more questions?
And that way we can get to know you a little bit better.
Sure. And I don't mind doing stuff like this. It all goes back to what I was saying, kind of breaks, not saying you ladies or you had tension, but you know, for your viewing audience, if they're like, oh, what are these cops doing today? They're always pulling people over. Not all of us are bad guys. And I'm not saying the guys that I work with are bad guys, but just sometimes officers get lumped up together.
They do. They do.
And it could be an officer in another state, another town that has done something to tarnish their view or their input on something. And you know, here I am in Speedway. I had nothing to do with that, but it's what I represent.
Yeah.
That they really don't like. So.
Well, I'm glad that you're here in Speedway.
Thank you.
Thank you. So, but it has been really great, and I'm sure you probably have work you need to get back to. So, I appreciate that.
No problem.
Thank you so much.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Please stay tuned for more videos on getting to know your Speedway officers.